Let me get y'all. Y'all want to see? A little something? A little something? Look, I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start out and give the young ones something that I know they're used to seeing, something that they used to seeing. Then I'm gonna take the people that know me from back when, and I'm gonna take them back to those Zodiac. I'm gonna give y'all a little something that y'all can relate to. Oh. But anyway, people, just to let you know, I'm 47 years old. Just went through chemo. I don't let my circumstances or my situation stop me from doing what I need to do. And like I tell people, I'll stand before you with true faith and believing that what God has for you is for you. Don't let no one scare you away from God. Don't let no one make you feel inferior because of God. Don't let nobody sit there and tell you you're no good, that you're not going to be about anything or not amount up to anything. Because you can be whatever you want to be if you do what you need to do. In closing, I'm just saying like this. Just believe in yourself. Do your work. Do what it takes to achieve the goal. See, you got to have a vision in your life. Your vision is your goal. And if you don't have a vision, then really you don't have anything. Because you sitting there saying that it ain't nothing I want to do with myself, nothing I choose to do with myself. But when you got a vision, you work that vision. Whatever it takes to work that vision. I thank y'all for allowing me to speak and also allowing me to dance a little bit.
All right. Thank you all at all. We want to know some of the things that you're facing in your everyday life. How can we help you? That's what it's all about. This is a teen summit. It's for the teens. We want to know if you want to know how to get a passport. You know, if you want to start your own organization. If you want to know what it takes to write a book. If you want to know what it takes to overcome, be a director. If you want to know what it takes to overcome all odds, talk to one of these people. I'm going to hand the mic out. I'm just going to stick it in your face. Okay? I know you got some questions, y'all. Got to wake up a little bit, though. Come on. You got any questions you want to ask anyone on the panel? Or how's your day at school then? What's the day at school like?
Good.
Not every day. Not every day. Come on.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Yeah. He got a question right now. What's your name, baby? Marquise.
Young man. Marquise, who you want to ask?
What would you do if somebody picks on you? If you see a friend getting picked on.
His question was, what do you do if somebody's being picked on? If somebody's being picked on, that's cool.
If it's your friend and they're being picked on in school, what do you do? Which one of you guys answer that? Raymond.
First of all, if it's in school, you should take it to your teachers. A lot of times, we tend to not want to say anything because you say, oh, you just a tattletale and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You know, but you should take it to someone with authority to stop it right then and there, because that pick on could come to a physical abuse. And then that physical abuse could cause someone to lose their life. So you take it to someone, and like I said, and if they don't do nothing about it, then you got to take it to someone else, like talk to your parents or even talk to some official, like the police, like, look, this is going on in my school, you know, and no one is doing anything about it. You see what I'm saying? But never partake in the incident that's going on, because like I said, if you go to help to defend that person, now you caught up in that same mess. And then now you got two problems going on. You see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid. Just go to your principal or teacher and say, look, this is what's going on. And don't matter what no one says, you just a tattletale this neck, bump that. You see, that's what's wrong with a lot of us now. That's why a lot of us on the ground right now, because, oh, I'm too tough, and I'm too this, and I'm too that. I'm too proud. See, pride has slaved many of us. Okay?
Now, man, don't listen. Pay attention. Y'all pay attention. We still have some more comments.
And I do want to say also with parents, we have to ask our kids, like the question she asked earlier, how is a typical day at school? Sometimes a child is not going to come to you and say, oh, someone's picking on me, or have the courage to actually reach out to someone. So if you make it a habit to ask your children what's going on in school, is there someone bothering you, you have to ask those questions. I've had kids come to my office where they've been picked on for long periods of time. And it went from, like you said, from the, calling me names, to next they're saying that you are nobody, you're ugly, and moving on forward to putting their hands on each other. But the issue is, sometimes if we don't ask, a child is not going to just come and have the courage to say, this is what's going on in my life. So please make sure we're asking the kids questions and saying, oh, is somebody bothering you? Is somebody touching you the wrong way? Like I said, sexual abuse and things like that is growing in schools and growing around the community. And it's not just name calling anymore. It's getting out of hand.
We got another question? Okay. So, in other words, to sum that up, the controversy is tell it. Tell it. Tell it. Tell it. Tell it. Tell it. Don't be scared to tell it. What's your name? Jonathan. First and last name.
Jonathan Pearson.
What's your question?
Okay, what do you do if, like, you're getting beat up and nobody's around to see it? What do you do if somebody's beating you up? Like, physically.
First, I want to say, is that happening to you? Okay. First of all, that goes back to going to someone you trust. Going to some adult that you trust. Let them know what's going on with you. Make sure you go to an adult and let them know what's going on with you. If you know if that happening to someone else, make sure you go to an adult that you trust. So that way it can be stopped. Tell your friends the same thing. If you know there's something going on with one of your friends, make sure you go tell your friend. Tell an adult. Tell an adult. There are adults in position and in place, as you see, that can pass out the help that you need. Anybody want to add or take away?
Good question, by the way. Well, I want you guys to understand too, we come from a different time, so when you see us not taking the microphone on that question, you know, there are things that we would have done differently. So we don't want to tell you anything wrong. But how many of you all have heard of Muhammad Ali? Kansas State boxer. Muhammad Ali, and my dad did this with me. He put me into boxing. Well, my mom and my dad, my parents, they put me into boxing. And Muhammad Ali tells a story in his book called The Soul of a Butterfly. He went to the boxing gym to learn how to beat up the bully. But what he found out in the gym was there's a structure to doing anything. You know, you want to practice doing anything. And he found out he could invite that bully into the gym, the boxing gym, and challenge him to a fight. Then they had gloves and everything. Now, if you can really fight, you'll take this challenge. You come in here where adults are around, they'll referee, they'll give you a break. But what he found out, the bullies, they really, that's why when he said nobody's around to see it, that's a bully. That guy can't really fight. Now me, I was a protector. In my group of friends, I was always fighting for them. Because I was a big kid. So, you know, I can't relate to that. I just can't relate to that. But what I can relate to is what Muhammad Ali was saying. So, you know, that guy, if you see that, like you said, somebody that you trust, you know, I don't know, they need to get to him and reach him, you know, let him understand that if you really want to prove yourself that you can fight, take it to an organization, you know what I'm saying? Take it to learn how to do, you know, a sanctioned venue, as like you said. But, you know, so don't try to participate, don't try to beat that guy up in secret, don't try to retaliate, you know, throw rods, nobody, don't do what he's doing. That's a coward. That's a coward. You don't want to be a coward all your life. Because if you're a coward now, you'll be a coward then. If you're brave now, you'll be able to dance on stage at a rally when you're 47 years old.
Right, I done adopted me a white kid, y'all. They adopted black kids, I got me a white kid. Okay. What's your question for the panel?
What if like someone, I mean not someone, the whole entire your fifth grade class just goes, you can never be an actress and you'll never make it and stuff like that, and you're trying to stick up for yourself, but it's 21 kids versus 1 kid.
Let me take that. Again, Michaela, when she was here, she addressed that. You know, you trust me. I was in a fraternity in high school, and I ran by myself. I'll meet y'all there, but I'm not coming in a crowded car. But see, sometimes your parents, it starts at home. And if your parents don't know, you gotta find people that know. And you can't really blame your parents if they don't know. A lot of things haven't been taught to people, period. Chris and I talk about that. Some people just don't know. There are people who don't even know how to love. It could be 21 people that don't know how to love. Jesus was one guy that came here, knew how to love, and people said, let's put him on the cross. So the world can be against you, but guess what? In Nickeltown, where's the guy with the cowboy hat? Okay, he can tell you, you know, yeah, Nickeltown, look, they laughed at me. First of all, I wasn't a bully. My dad was an athlete, and I inherited that. My brother inherited that. So when we walked the street, people knew physically.